Welcome everyone. I'm Old Billy Bob Boy, and thanks for checking out my Folk Unlocked showcase. A little bit about me. I'm a roots country musician from Newfoundland, Canada. I recently released my debut album, Sweltering Sun, which was actually nominated for 2 Music Newfoundland and Labrador awards. I perform solo, as you're going to see today, or I've performed up to a 5-piece band. This is my first Folk Alliance showcase as an artist. However, if you think that I might look familiar, it's because I have played Folk Alliance before with Rain Hamilton, Abigail Lapel, Piper Hayes, Sarah Beatty, and Sean William Clark as a side musician. All the ways that you can contact me are going to be below here in the description of the video. And I'll also be on a live chat tonight because this is recorded earlier in the day. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this started playing some songs off of Sweltering Sun and maybe even beyond. So this first one is called Oh Loretta. It's the first track off the album. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, try to understand. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, you say I'm seeing other women, but you're out with another man. I haven't been as faithful as the pastor, haven't been as faithless as the judge. I've been chatting up the young'uns at the disco, but the furthest that it's gone the lipstick smudge. Well, my eyes, they have a tendency to wander, but still don't think that gives you the right to cover your affairs by accusing me of cheating. Selfish guilt to try and start a fight. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, try to understand. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, you say I'm seeing other women, but you're out another man. Handcuffs in the dresser. I noticed there's some varnish off the chair. There's some strange dark curly hairs around the shower, and a faint scent of cologne I never wear. Well, at first I had a temper like an A-bomb, then the pressure dropped down off my gauge. I still think you and I work well together, but I'd rather me and lover have no age. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, try to understand. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, you say I'm seeing other women, but you're out with another man. Well, oh Loretta, Loretta, ooh, try to understand. Oh Loretta, 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 ooh, you say I'm seeing other women, but you're out with another man. Thank you. Alright, this next tune, and I'm pretty much going just the order of the album here, but this next tune features a good friend of mine that I worked at a theater festival with. Her name is Mallory Johnson, and she's, I think, feeling at home with the Nashville snow right now. This one's called Darling, You Look Great. Baby, it's been a long, hard day. Come with me to bed. I'm wearing nothing but a smile, like the night we wed. Some nights I think of J-Lo, but tonight the need is gone. 'Cause darling, you look great when I don't have my glasses on. They're sitting on the dresser on the right side of the clock, but your body looks amazing, so I think we'll leave them off. Face is slightly hazy, but there's this angelic glow. So honey, leave the lights on and we'll both enjoy the show. Let's both face we're getting older, got some wrinkles on the skin, a little cellulite, some extra hair, that's just to begin. But before we get excited with these conclusions that we've drawn, know that girl, you look divine when I don't have my glasses on. They're sitting on the dresser on the right side of the clock, but your body looks amazing, so I think we'll leave them off. Face is slightly hazy, but there's this angelic glow. So honey, leave the lights on and we'll both enjoy the show. We've been together all these years, we've had our ups and downs, held each other hand in hand through all the smiles and frowns. Now every time I look at you, my heart is just as warm as when your frames were wire rectangles, your curves were newly formed. They're sitting on the dresser on the right side of the clock, and your body looks amazing, so I think we'll leave them off. Face is slightly hazy, but there's this angelic glow. So honey, leave the lights on and we'll both enjoy the show. They're sitting on the dresser on the right side of the clock, but your body looks amazing, so I think we'll leave them on. Your face is slightly hazy, but there's this angelic glow. Honey, you leave the lights on and we'll both enjoy the show. Honey, you leave the lights on and we'll both enjoy the show. That was Darling, You Look Great. Alright, this next one is a bit of a character piece, and it comes from a time when I was doing a lot of snowboarding, which unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the ski hill is not open here. There's lots of great snow, but that's how it goes. And at this time I was watching a lot of Criminal Minds and kind of crime shows on TV. So this is a little tune called Snow Angel. I want to bury you, baby, bury you 6 feet under snow. So it's no longer just a saying, now it's true that your heart is so cold. Well, you've been showing me the ropes, girl, the ropes that burn like hell. You promise you'll be faithful, but I know that ain't your smell. Well, you call me a filthy pig and say that men are only dirt. But if you play with fire, baby, you know you're gonna get hurt. 'Cause everybody's got a limit, and you're the straw that broke my back. So tell me how it feels, babe, when your whole world is black. Want to bury you, baby, bury you 6 feet under snow. So it's no longer just a saying, now it's true that your heart is so cold. Well, I took you to the kitchen, filled you full of lead, made myself a sandwich, I wiped the bloodstains from your head. Well, I wrapped you up in plastic, got out some straps and cords. Well, I sat you on my snowmobile and I headed to the woods. To the ski hill where we met is where I brought you on my sled. 100 people skiing moguls right above my baby's head. I want to bury you, baby, bury you 6 feet under snow. So it's no longer just a saying, now it's true that that your heart is so cold. I want to bury you, baby, bury you 6 feet under snow. It's no longer just a saying, it's true that your heart is so cold. Thank you. That's called Snow Angel. All right, so for this next tune, I'm going to pop over to the upright bass. I'm sure you've been wondering about that. I have a sip of tea. One thing I've enjoyed about the live streams is the presence of tea. So as I mentioned before, I've played a couple times as a side musician, playing bass with some different artists, and usually if I'm playing with more than one person, I tend to play the bass, but guitar's a little bit more full for accompanying just myself. So this next tune is called Carrie Ann, and it's inspired by just garden parties around rural Newfoundland and just having some fun outdoors. Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, oh Carrie Ann, oh won't you be my girl? Carrie Ann, oh Carrie Ann, you're my entire world. I'm casting out my line in hopes that you will take a bite. Oh Carrie Ann, won't you be mine tonight? Saw you at the garden party in the middle of the grass, dancing barefoot with your girlfriends, drinking liquor from a flask. Stopped to take a breather, you grabbed everyone in sight to come and join the party as the day became the night. With flies enough to eat you and the June bugs in the air, I was trying not to worry, but I liked it to be fair. Came to me, down on my arm. Came to me and said, you've got a spider on your arm. Carrie Ann, oh won't you be my girl? Carrie Ann, oh you're my entire world. I'm casting out my line in hopes that you will take a bite. Carrie Ann, won't you be mine tonight? I was playing in the band while you were toying with my heart. What I thought was Cupid's arrow was a misguided lawn dart. Blacked out for a second when my vision became clear. You said my aim is not the best, but I brought you a beer. Stumbled off into the night, which ended pretty quick. I was feeling awful dizzy and I felt a little sick. Made it to your cabin where I passed out in the tub. Woke up, you were next to me, I knew that it was love. Oh Carrie Ann, won't you be my girl? Carrie Ann, you're my entire world. Casting out my line in hopes that you will take a bite. Oh Carrie Ann, won't you be mine tonight? Carrie Ann, won't you be my girl? Carrie Ann, you're my entire world. I'm casting out my line in hopes that you will take a bite. Oh Carrie Ann, won't you be mine tonight? Carrie Ann, won't you be mine tonight? Carrie Ann, won't you be mine tonight? Okay. All right. So that was Carrie Ann. This next tune is called The Bathroom Floor and features my good friend Jillian Nicola, who I've played with a little bit on the same bill, and we've kind of jammed together on stage before as well. Yeah, this one's called Bathroom Floor, and this is not quite as funny as you might expect. If I told you once, babe, I've told you time and time slipped your mind. Perhaps we both had too much gin. Went along, played that role, but you believed it all too well. When I left town, I just became another brick that fell. And I didn't mean to break your heart. It wasn't in the best shape from the start. You and I think we found what we were looking for, lying there on the bathroom floor. Tell me, darling, were you thinking I was gonna change my mind? Were you thinking that I'd come around if you gave it some time? I believed you didn't love me, but I didn't see it then. Yeah, when you looked at me, I couldn't see mind imagining. Didn't mean to break your heart. It wasn't in the best shape from the start. You and I think we found what we were looking for, lying there on the bathroom floor. Well, I haven't been around there for a while, and I'll admit I miss the vision of your smile. You said that you were okay, but it was eating at your soul. How was I to know? I didn't mean to break your heart, but it wasn't in the best shape from the start. You and I think we found what we were looking for, lying there on the bathroom floor. You and I think we got what we were looking for, lying naked on the bathroom floor. Thank you. All right. So this next tune is called Lord times 3, or Lord, Lord, Lord. And it's about somebody who isn't religious, but they wish that they were. Have a little sip here. Well, I said, Lord, 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 don't know what to do. Come on down from heaven and let me know. I said, Lord, Lord, person will come down in a dream. Please stop beating round the burning bush. You gotta understand that I believe what I can see. So separate those clouds that's having luck. You can surely understand if I'm not a man of faith. It's because there's not much fact to fit the cause. But I'm praying that it's true because it sounds like a perfect deal. That you reside outside our scientific laws. Well, I said, Lord, 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 don't know what to do. Come on down from heaven and let me know. I said, Lord, 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 oh, I'm praying here to you. Come on down, show me where to go. Well, I've been having me some troubles and having me some doubts. I'm really looking for some good advice. I've tried to help myself, but I just don't have the strength. I think a little glimpse of heaven would be nice. And if there was a clear and simple method on interpreting the scribe, I would all be better off, I'm sure. We'd be marching on together all toward that promised land. Every love of light radiating from our core. Well, the Lord sure works in mysterious ways. Something like a dormant disease. By the time I'm sure that you're truly there, I'll be sailing off the fiery seas. Yeah, well, I said, Lord, 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 don't know what to do. Come on down from heaven and let me know. I said, Lord, 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 oh, I'm praying here to you. Come on down, show me where to go. I said, Lord, 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 down from heaven and let me know. I said, Lord, 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 oh, I'm praying here to you. Come on down, show me where to go. Come on down, show me where to go. Well, I said, come on down and show me where to go. Thank you. That's called Lord, Lord, Lord. So I'd like to give another shout out to Nathan Smith, who played fiddle on my album. He's a great player, plays with the Barrel Boys, and he's played with the Au Pairs, does his own music, all kinds of great stuff. And he just came in the studio, and myself and the engineer were just shocked at how effortlessly he played everything. I think it's killer. So he did a great job on this one. Recorded a take and said, how'd you like that? I said, I didn't like any of it stylistically. Like playing wise, it was great, but could you try a little bit more like this? And then second take, nailed it. This one's called Everyone Knows. Good-hearted woman is getting so hard to find. Sitting here drinking, trying to get you off my mind. Promised myself all these worries through, but sometimes I'm dishonest. Still thinking of you. Sometimes I'm dishonest. I'm still thinking of you. It's those eyes like the ocean, the fringe of your hair, skin that's like porcelain, a face that's so fair, your beauty marked lips, oh, it's all killing me. And I just want your love. staying up until sunrise from a drunk midday tour. From the curls of your hair to the painted nails of your toes, I've tried hard not to show it, but everyone knows. I've tried hard not to show it, everyone knows. But a good-hearted woman is getting so hard to find. Sitting here drinking, trying to get you off my mind. Thank you. All right. This next tune is called Thrown Back Out of Love. And before I released my album, I put out several singles ahead of time to kind of, some strong tunes that I thought would get a little bit of play. And I did not release this one as a single yet. It's, I think, the one that's gotten the most airplay, or streaming playlists plays. So that's pretty interesting. This one's called Thrown Back Out of Love. She left me for a dark-haired boy, left me in the dark. We were trying hard as we could try, but her bite was twice her bark. Both of us decided it was time to call it quits. She was out all night romancing, really putting on the Ritz. Well, she left me for a light-haired boy, left me in the ditch. Well, this time I was expecting it, but not the swimmer's itch. Crawled on up all damp and cold, I plopped down on the street. By that January, I was curled back at her feet. I don't want her anymore, but sometimes it's really hard to believe. I don't want her, but goddamn, when I close my eyes, she's all I've seen. She left me for another, but when pushing came to shove, once again I'm cold and lonely, I've been thrown back out of love. Well, she left me for a dark-haired girl, well that was a surprise. She said it wasn't 'cause of me, she was a sucker for those eyes. Didn't need much imagination to know just what those eyes would see. Now they're snuggled up together, and I'm as lonesome as can be. Well, I don't want her anymore, but sometimes it's really hard to believe. I don't want her, but goddamn, when I close my eyes, she's all I see. She left me for another, but when pushing came to shove, once again I'm cold and lonely, I've been thrown back out of love. Once again I'm cold and lonely, I've been thrown back out of love. Thank you. Thrown Back Out of Love. Yeah, so as you may notice, a lot of my tunes have some humor elements, but I also really appreciate writing serious music. So this one This one is a story that happened to my dad, and it's called Your Wife Said You Were Gone. Well, I hit the open road, on a hot midsummer's day, and I went out to a friend's house way out west. But I told my pretty darling, I'd be gone most all the day, but as it turned out, ooh, I'd be back so much sooner than I'd guessed. Went out to your house, your wife said you were gone, and as a tear rolled down her face, I told her it was gonna be okay. She said, I guess you haven't heard, I shuddered at her words, that this man who I respected passed away so unexpected just hours ago. Well, I'm not a religious man, and I reached out and took her hand, and I told her it's in a better place where the good people go. Went out to your house, your wife said you were gone, and as a tear rolled down her face, I told her it was gonna be okay. I went out to your house, your wife said you were gone, and I wish you all the best, 'cause I know now that you can rest finally. Well, I hit the open road, on a hot midsummer's day, and it wouldn't escape my mind how this world is left behind by us all someday. Thank you. It's called Your Wife Said You Were Gone. So, this next tune is just a little ditty about a night down on a local street here called Broadway. And Broadway Corner Brook, which is it's just a fun spot to hang out. Unless something like this happens. Well, I woke up cuddling a bottle of gin. Lord knows the state I was in. The ceiling was spinning and my mouth was so dry. I wondered whose bed I was in all alone. Then I came to terms with the fact by and by that the bed where I lay was my own. Well, I was roaming the streets with my baby last night. Had a couple drinks after work. Met a couple fellers too I thought to be alright. But as the night went on, I wasn't quite so sure. We told a couple of jokes, they bought a couple of rounds. Then one feller took the missus for a dance. Seemed to me the two of them were having too much fun. So I upped my dukes, I took a sturdy stance. But I woke up cuddling a bottle of gin. Lord knows the state I was in. Swooped in from the left, I swung in with my right, striking nothing but a knuckle full of air. When the bouncers drove me out in the back seat of a cab, at least I found a lump of change to pay the fare. I woke up cuddling a bottle of gin. Lord knows the state I was in. Well, that's the last thing I remember till the violence of the lights and her bitter screech that brought me back to life. Get the hell out of the bed, you bastard. Who do you think you are? Don't you remember Buddy saying he had a wife? That's if you're sleeping on the couch, and now I'll tell you if it snored. You'd gone out over the stairs and on the lawn. She slammed the door and that was that. I scuffed her to the couch, and there it was, a bottle of gin, just partly gone. I woke up cuddling a bottle of gin. Lord knows the state I was in. Room it was spinning and my mouth was so foul. I wondered whose couch I was on in the buff. Then I saw the wife and said, I'm really sorry about last night. I'm not much of a fighter, but one hell of a bluff. Well, I woke up cuddling a bottle of gin. Lord knows the state I was in. Thank you. Cuddling gin down on Broadway. All right. Let's switch back over to the big Doghouse bass. a lot of names for this guy, but the Doghouse bass is one of them, and that kind of comes into play in this tune. This is a song about getting in trouble with the missus. Also, I just love slap bass, so I'm hoping to do some more of that. And this is a bit of a slap bass feature, I guess, on the record. Well, I'm in the doghouse now, in the doghouse now. I'm out here in the pouring rain. Yes, I'm in the doghouse now. Well, she was talking to her girlfriend from back in her college days, shooting me a glare, but my own eyes were but a glaze. I was slapping out some rhythm, I was getting pretty good. Since I'm in the yard, I may as well serenade the neighborhood. Well, I'm in the doghouse now, in the doghouse now. I'm out here in the pouring rain. Yes, I'm in the doghouse now. Well, she was on the couch and trying to watch the evening news, but now seems it wasn't world affairs that was furrowing her brow. I was slapping out some rhythm, I was getting pretty good. Since I'm in that yard, well, I may as well serenade the neighborhood. Cause I'm in the doghouse now, in the doghouse now. I'm out here in the pouring rain. Yes, I'm in the doghouse now. Babe, she had a headache among several other things, and I'm quick to get excited when I'm yanking on these strings. Well, I got a bowl of water, maybe she'll throw me a bone. I guess I'll just keep practicing till she lets me come back home. Cause I'm in the doghouse now, I'm in the doghouse now. I'm out here in the pouring rain. Yes, I'm in the doghouse now. I'm in the doghouse now. Well, I'm in the doghouse now. I'm out here slapping this doghouse bass. Cause I'm in the doghouse now. Thank you, that was Doghouse. Probably relatable to anybody practicing an instrument. Alright, checking the time. I'm gonna do a couple more. So there was a point in time where I had a 2-month residency at a restaurant pub hangout spot in Toronto, and that was around the time when I was recording this album, and I had just decided to cut this song from the album, but I was still playing it in the live show, and it ended up being the favorite of all the staff at this restaurant. They'd be like, "Oh, play Hitting That Sauce." So this one's called Hitting That Sauce. Not on the record, but probably will end up somewhere in the future. I've been living in the dark now for some time. The only thing that seems to bring the light is to keep that liquid flowing through the day, and to keep it moving faster in the night. People tell me that these days are not the same, not the jovial young man I used to be. So I stay away from people that I know. Frig 'em all, I'll do whatever pleases me. Hitting that sauce, hitting that sauce. Where once I was found, well it seems that now I'm lost. Hitting that sauce, hitting that sauce. You and me, baby, just hitting that hot sauce. Little drop of something wakes me up. Another little drop, it'll calm me down. Lately I've been dropping to the floor, hoping that there's no one else around. As I'm tipping up that bottle to my lips, trying to put forth the manly side. Well, there's tears that are running down my cheeks. It's clear to me I've got no place to hide. Hitting that sauce, hitting that sauce. Where once I was found, well it seems that now I'm lost. Hitting that sauce, hitting that sauce. You and me, baby, just hitting that hot sauce. Well, hitting that sauce, hitting that sauce. Once I was found, well it seems now I'm lost. Hitting that sauce, hitting that sauce. You and me, baby, just hitting that hot sauce. Thank you. All right, and I'm going to end off with a little bluesy number. This is one I wrote about moving to Ontario a bunch of years ago now, and it was kind of interesting when I put out the album, because I was getting ready to move back home to Newfoundland. So this one's called the Canadian Currency Blues. Well, I've been working in the cold. Everything that I once had, I went and sold to try and scrape together a couple of these nickels to make it up to see my pretty girl. Well, I've been saving and living meager. That's only gone, and it's made me more eager to book my float across the Gulf. Give a brand new way of living the world. I might be slinging doubles of staying out of trouble just so I can pay the rent. But as far as I can figure, our hearts will just grow bigger. Was a minute spent with her is a minute well spent. I've been dreaming of the Queen, thinking different ways that I can stack up some green. A loony here, a toonie there, starts to form a pile that I can see. Oh babe, I'll tell you what I'll do with beavers, boats, and caribou. Trying to make it so we're living comfortably. And if you need me, I'll be under that duvet, counting blue-faced lauriers, and we'll be scraping by just as happy as we can be. Thank you so much for checking out my showcase here. it's been a great experience just to be able to do this online still. If you want any of my info, it's in the description of the video. And if you want more or you didn't catch it all, I'm going to be doing this also Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So come back and check it out. Thank you so much and have a great night.